After a lot of initial development and manufacturing, Rocket Lab is just about ready to conduct some of the first significant testing milestones related to Neutron, their new partially reusable medium-lift launch vehicle. This comes as both the physical launch site starts to take shape and the first full Archimedes engine is completed. At this point, the first static fire is in progress and expected to be conducted soon. The results of that test, among other progress, will help determine the future timeline of this program and what we can expect in the coming months. If successful, a first and second stage static fire are some of the next steps. Here I'll go more in depth into Rocket Lab's Neutron progress, the launch site, new engine, and more. Neutron plans to be capable of launching 13,000 kilograms of payload to LEO before returning to Earth and attempting a soft landing. That mission profile requires an extremely capable engine that's not only powerful, but can be used very precisely, enabling a controlled landing. In other words, the Archimedes engine is one of the biggest hurdles in Neutron's overall development. With that in mind, it's also been a top focus of the company, and just earlier this month, they officially completed the first full engine. On May 6th, the company tweeted saying, "Isn't it beautiful? Say hello to our first complete Archimedes engine." It's already out the door of our engine development complex in Long Beach and installed on the test stand in Mississippi at NASA Stennis, ready for the first hot fire. This included multiple images of the engine already horizontal and getting ready for its test. In a statement, the company said, "Rocket Lab has now begun an intensive test campaign that will feature a number of engine system activations leading up to the first Archimedes hot fire. This suggests that they need to complete a small list of checks before they attempt an actual hot fire." Rocket Lab also pointed out that, as an oxidizer-rich staged combustion cycle powered by liquid oxygen and methane, Archimedes is a unique rocket engine of its thrust class, engine cycle, and propellant combination. The engine is designed for maximum reusability, with an operating point that allows the engine to operate at lower stress levels comparative to other rocket engines on the market, and with a minimum reuse target of up to 20 launches per engine. At full power, each Archimedes engine is capable of producing 165,000 pound-force, or 733 kilonewtons, for a combined total of 1.45 million pound-force on Neutron's first stage. Critical 3D printed parts to undergo testing include Archimedes turbopump housings, preburner and main chamber components, valve housings, and engine structural components. Peter Beck, Rocket Lab CEO, mentioned, "Having a completed Archimedes engine on the test stand is an inflection point in Neutron's development program. Now we've entered the home stretch where we breathe fire and refine the engine in preparation for the first flight." He went on to say, "Often with engine development plans, there can be a rush to get a minimum viable product to the stand, after which you have to spend years in redesign and iterative testing to get the performance you need, let alone being able to reproduce it reliably on a large production scale. What we've taken to the test stand is very close to a flight-like engine, and with all of our production infrastructure stood up alongside the engine's development, we're in prime position to be able to make quick iterations to Archimedes for a rapid development and qualification campaign," he said. It's obvious, based on these comments, that Peter Beck and Rocket Lab are confident in Neutron's schedule as a whole. Relative to testing, they said, "Many component, subsystem, and all-up system tests will be conducted throughout the test campaign. These tests will validate Archimedes' transient startup, steady state, and shutdown performance. The engine test and development campaign is a key driver of the schedule for Neutron's first launch, which the company confirmed is now expected to take place no earlier than mid-2025. This is slightly delayed from initial estimates, but still very soon considering the current progress. That date will rely heavily on a few upcoming milestones, including the hot fire attempt. A successful initial test could help propel the program and make the ambitious date possible." Besides the new engine, Rocket Lab has been working just as hard on the actual structure. Earlier this month, the company tweeted saying, "While Archimedes prepares to breathe fire, the Neutron structures team has been kicking goals too. The first Neutron fairing panels are complete, with the full set scheduled for completion in the coming weeks. We've completed an assembly test run for Neutron Stage 2 internal tank structures. Next step, final assembly, lamination, and integration in flight configuration." This included a few different images showcasing large panels and pieces of the soon-to-be-complete first and second stages. Beyond that, the new launch site for Neutron has been just as busy. All the way back in early 2022, Rocket Lab selected Wallops Island, Virginia as the location for its first launch site and extensive manufacturing and operations facilities for its 8-ton payload class reusable Neutron rocket. Initial renders and images of the site showed a large landing pad, launch tower, and other launch site infrastructure. Earlier this month, the NASA Wallops skyline received a new landmark in the form of Neutron's water tower. Also, Rocket Lab reported that concrete works for the launch mount are now complete, and propellant and gas storage foundations are undergoing a final concrete pour. Meanwhile, just a few kilometers from Neutron's pad, the Neutron assembly and integration complex is taking shape. At full production, this is where final integration of Neutron launch vehicles will take place before the rollout to LC-3. As partially mentioned prior, Rocket Lab is working toward a launch in just about 1 year from now in the middle of 2025. In order to launch within that time frame, they need every aspect of the rocket from the launch site to the vehicle itself being worked on. In another quote, Peter Beck said, "We took the time to not only bring a mature design to the stand that has been thoroughly tested at a component level, but also to stand up an experienced team, manufacturing line, and test facilities required to support long-term production of Archimedes. This approach has ultimately pushed the first flight to mid-2025 at the earliest, but it's an approach we believe will deliver the frequent flight rates the market needs quickly after Flight 1. Designing a brand new rocket engine to meet the market demand for frequent and reliable launch is a complex feat, but it's something we've successfully done before, having launched more than 470 Rutherford engines to space. We look forward to repeating this success with Archimedes," he said. Last year in October, Rocket Lab completed a cryogenic test of a Stage 2 test article. At the time, they included a video of this process showing the eventual destruction of the stage. Here, the pressure continued to build up until the tank could no longer withstand the force. They pointed out that as part of the structural testing, they pushed their tanks to the maximum expected operating pressure and beyond. At the time, Peter Beck chipped in and said, "Test to failure is the only way to really expose any weak points and validate true margins. At Neutron scale, it's even more fun. Part of the reason this test is so important is because of the material the second stage tank is made out of. Neutron is expected to be the world's first carbon composite large launch vehicle. Neutron's structure is comprised of a new carbon composite material that's designed to be lightweight, strong, and able to withstand the immense heat and forces of launch and reentry again and again to enable frequent reflight of the first stage. They're even using a unique automated fiber placement system that can build meters of carbon rocket shell in minutes." Once this test was completed, Rocket Lab began the process of completing another test article to gather more data. In October, the company was quoted saying, "Armed with a wealth of data from this campaign, the next Neutron Stage 2 tank is progressing at pace." In addition, not long ago, Rocket Lab announced the opening of a new engine development center. In a statement, they said, "The 144,000 plus square foot advanced manufacturing complex will support the high rate production of Rocket Lab's 3D printed Rutherford engine, as well as development and production for the new Archimedes engine." The facility was actually formerly Virgin Orbit's headquarters and factory for the Launcher 1 vehicle. Earlier last year, Rocket Lab took over the lease for the facility and acquired the factory's production assets, machinery, and equipment for around $16 million, generating significant savings for the Neutron production program, all of which are in favor for Neutron's development and future. Rocket Lab still has a lot of work left, but is getting closer to the first launch of Neutron. In the next few months, we should expect to see the first Archimedes hotfire, along with continued progress at the launch site and production facilities. We will have to wait and see how it progresses and the impact it has on the space industry. Thank you very much for watching.